perception that we are not managing internal political dynamics, when the truth is what they want is for us to give them money that we are not giving. That is okay. Okay, I am used to people saying that what you're doing is totally impossible, is wrong, and then years after finding that what we did was the right thing. Okay, I am confident that our team in Kaduna is doing the best for most of the people that live in this state. And I will not be distracted by the voice of selfish political actors who feel entitled to be settled.
When you talk about
this is it in brief, and we'll just have to see how things go. And ultimately, it is the people of Kaduna State that will take this decision, and they are going to take this decision in the next 1 year.
Okay, that means that when they come for their own elections, they may not go back to those positions.
I don't know. It is not up to me. As leader of the party in the state, I intend to ensure that everyone gets a level playing field. But we're already having calls from groups to recall them from the Senate. Okay. But when the time comes, we will see. But the point I want to make is this: I would rather be on the right side of history, as far as serving the people of Kaduna State is concerned, than to succumb to the niceties of managing internal political dynamics.
Okay, if I could come back to Kaduna first. I know that you talked about job creation. This is very key, and at some point I think you said that there was a target of about 335,000 jobs, but I also read up that about 200,000 jobs were going to be created between 2016 and 2030.
Yes.
And I know that you also said there's a population growth rate of 3.3% in the state.
Yes.
So in the context of this Card Invest 3.0, what are your targets for job creation?
When 45% of the population of your state is below the age of 15, and 89% is below the age of 35, you really have a youth bulge which has to be managed. So our concern is not just job creation today. I think as far as creating jobs is concerned, we're doing pretty well. We've created many direct jobs within the government, tens of thousands of jobs. We've also had the private sector invest, and we've created thousands of jobs. I don't want to preempt the presentation I'm going to make at Card Invest, but we are on course as regards job creation. However, what worries us are the future jobs. Because we have this population, they need to be educated, they need to be healthy, otherwise there will be a problem of the future. We debate amongst ourselves to say, what do we do to avoid having Boko Haram 2.0? Because a large population of uneducated, not quite healthy young people is the recruiting ground for insurgents, for religious bigots, and so on and so forth. So we are looking at the future from now to 2030 to 2050. We have an industrialization plan. We have an infrastructure development plan, which we will present some details about. Our hope is that every year we will create at least 100,000 jobs in Kaduna State. That level of job creation will just keep the levels of unemployment, where they are. But the way the world is changing very fast, artificial intelligence, industries of the future, the world is changing so fast. You begin to wonder, what can we do now to secure the future? And this is what our team constantly discusses. And for Kaduna State, our competitive advantage is around agriculture, agri-industry, and mining. Today, agriculture is the largest contributor to our GDP, followed by services. We intend to push that and develop that further. And our hope is that those that will come after us will build on this. But in CAD Invest 3.0, CAD Invest 2.0, we presented the draft infrastructure development plan for the state to 2050. It's finalized now because we've spent a year of consultations. In CAD Invest 3.0 today, we are going to unveil the industrialization plan for the state. And all these are all geared towards one overriding goal: job creation for today and the future.
You know,
what about?
Okay. I wanted to. You talk about the comparative advantage for the state. You talked about agriculture,
yeah.
But one of the residents of the state has just sent me a message. Says his name's Abu Audu. He says Kaduna government is not truly supporting domestic investment. He says this can be seen in ginger farming in southern Kaduna. The price of the product has drastically gone down, and the farmers may likely not go into it. Why can't the state deal directly with the farmers?
Because the state doesn't do certain things very well. Okay, in the days that we had the marketing boards, we knew what led to having to wind them down. There are